Good evening, everyone. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to this much anticipated webinar, Unlock the Future of Data Science, brought to you by IIM Calcutta, one of India's premier institutions at the forefront of management education. IIM Calcutta is the first IIM in India to hold accreditations from all three major global agencies, AACSB, AMDA, and IQUIS. It is the only business school in India that is part of the CEMS Global Alliance in Management Education. Today, we stand at a very powerful intersection where data, technology, and human insight converge to shape a smarter, more agile world. Whether you are a seasoned professional, an aspiring data scientist, or someone exploring the boundless possibilities of this field, this session promises to be a gateway into the next era of data sciences. Over the next few minutes, you will gain exclusive insights from IIM Calcutta faculty and thought leaders who are shaping the data-driven future, not just in theory, but in real-world application across domains like artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, machine learning, and business intelligence. We will also take you through how IIM Calcutta's cutting-edge advanced program in data science, designed to accelerate your career, is equipping you with not just the technical skills, but also the strategic vision needed to lead in a data-first world. Let me take a few minutes introducing our esteemed speakers for today's webinar, Professor Debashish Shah and Professor Sumanto Basu, who are the program directors of the data science program at IIM Calcutta. Professor Debashish Shah is chair professor with the MIS area at IIM Calcutta. He has pursued his MTech and PhD in Electronics and Communications Engineering from IIT Kharagpur. Professor Shah's research contributions span areas such as digital future of business, ICT for development, digital business transformation, IT strategy and governance, emerging ICT paradigms, digital disruptions, business transformation, and business-driven IT. A very warm welcome to Professor Shah. Professor Sumanto Basu is currently the Dean of Development and External Relations and a professor in the Operations Management Group at IIM Calcutta. He holds a PhD in Production and Quantitative Methods from IIM Ahmedabad. His academic portfolio spans core and advanced courses in operations research, healthcare management, pricing, and supply chain analytics. Beyond teaching, he has contributed to high-impact research and consulting projects with key interests in healthcare operations, revenue management, platform strategy, and data-driven transformation. A very warm welcome to Professor Basu as well. Let me thank each of you for joining us today. Your presence here reflects your commitment to growth, learning, and future readiness. During the course of the interaction today, should you have any queries, please feel free to share them in the chat box, or better still, hold on to your questions for the Q&A session that would be held at the end of the interaction today, and you can raise your hand and share your queries directly with us. Without further ado, let's dive in and unlock the future of data science together. Over to the professors.
Thank you, Sreyashi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Professor Shah, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. So, welcome all of you to this webinar being hosted by myself and my colleague, Professor Basu. What we'll do, we'll just take you through a quick round of PPTs to explain a couple of things about the program and in general data science. And then we will open it up for question and answer. So let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. But if you could make it full screen.
Full screen. It's fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as the title says, we'll be talking about how to unlock the future of data science and how you can leapfrog your career to this advanced program in data science offered by IIM Calcutta. This is a 12 months long duration program in IIM Calcutta. We call it as LDP, long duration program. And we are the program directors. Now, many of you may be knowing what is data science, but still for the benefit of everybody in this cohort, let me just tell you that data science is basically a kind of science, but it's an interdisciplinary science. Okay, and that's where the beauty lies of data science. In data science, what we try to do is to extract knowledge or insights from data available. As you all understand, it's science about data. And in today's world, you all know that there are three types of data: structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Most of today's data is unstructured. That's where lies the challenge as well as the opportunity. Similarly, these various types of data can be small in size, medium or size, or big in size. Typically, when the data size is big, we call it as big data. And in data science, big data science is a subfield. In the diagram, what you see is basically where the data scientists are positioned. So with respect to the data backbone or data pipeline inside one organization, you can visualize that as a data scientist where you will be sitting. And your main task will be basically to create interesting questions about the business opportunity. Unlike a data engineer, which is far away from the business leaders, data scientists operate and work very close to the business leaders. So don't consider data science to be a kind of science or pure engineering program. It's more inclined to business domain, and that is where a management institute like IIM Calcutta has its forte. Through the program, you will completely understand this diagram, each and every part of the diagram, what roles you should ideally play, what kind of business questions you should address, what are the pain points in the businesses that you will be looking at, what are the techniques, what are the models, what are the basic knowledges, conceptual foundation, everything we will discuss in this program. The same diagram slightly expanded over here, just to highlight that where the realm of data engineer ends and from where the realm of data science begins. We will be covering a little bit of data engineering also in this program, just to maintain the continuity. And many of you are data engineers, probably want to become a good scientist, data scientist. In the past, what we have seen, many applicants or participants like you who have joined the program, they could elevate their position within the company after this one-year program. There are many such stories available with our past or previous batches. And we sincerely hope that if you join this program, definitely you'll be benefiting like that. So all the terms that you see right now over here will be clarified throughout the program. And again, your position in this diagram is typically on the right-hand side. As I mentioned already in the beginning that it is interdisciplinary in nature. So it will cover computer science or IT a little bit, maths and statistics a little bit, and then domain knowledge from the business. So machine learning, artificial intelligence, these are the cutting edge technologies or tools or techniques that we'll be discussing as a part of this program. But we'll begin with what kind of mathematics or statistics you can apply. Then econometrics, a very important area of data science. Business management, since you are not from the business domain, we understand. So we'll introduce you to the basic concepts of business management, operations research, and definitely IT and computer science. Applications that will be running throughout this program under different modules will span, as you can see over here, multitude of areas. It can be social, it can be economic, it can be business, and we will touch upon each one of them. So on the left, we have a couple of business questions or business problems that could be solved by data science. For example, identifying and predicting disease, personalized healthcare recommendations, optimizing shipping routes in real time, the value out of soccer rosters, the next slew of world-class athletes, stamping out tax fraud, automating digital ad placement, algorithms that help you find love, predicting incarceration rates, like that. And on the right-hand side, a kind of statistics telling you where you find the data science applications. And as you can see there, it spans from typical software or application development to energies or utilities. About the data science jobs, numbers are growing. Projected growth rate from 2022 through 2032 is 35%. And in 2030, we expect roughly about 230,000 jobs worldwide. The market is huge. And as a data scientist, there will be wide varieties of opportunities before you. Now, if you want to take advantage of this, then definitely our program that we jointly offer with VCNow, Advanced Program in Data Science, is the right vehicle for you. This is the 8th batch. Over the past 7 batches, we have created so many data scientists, and we hope that if you join this program, you will be one of them after 1 year. Now, why IIM Calcutta? Just to tell you, there are other similar APDS programs, may not be called APDS, but data science programs. But why you should join IIM Calcutta? Because as Sreyashi already mentioned, this is the first premier institute, management institute in India. It is an institution of national importance, INI. And most importantly, among all the business schools in India, IIM Calcutta is the first business school to be triple crowned by AACSB, AMBA, and EQUIS all together. This is known as triple crown, and we are the first institute to get the triple crown. We are still holding on to it. And we are the only institute in India to be part of SAME's Global Alliance, where our students can go to any of those 30-odd schools across the globe, and their students can come to our place under exchange programs. And as you know, we have alumni from IIM Calcutta in various top positions across the globe. In APDS, what we offer, and we think which is not comparable with other programs, number one, it will introduce you to the world of data science in depth and its applications in various domains. You will be given the opportunity to work in any domain of your choice. You will be equipped with, as I already told you, relevant mathematical statistical techniques, tools, econometrics, data engineering, big data analytics, machine learning, deep learning, operations research, and management practices. Program will be hands-on with softwares like W, SPSS, R, Arena, SQL, Python, and Hadoop, and definitely lot of hands-on with machine learning. Focus will be mostly on tools and techniques that you can later on quickly take to your organization and solve their problems for handling, managing, and analyzing the business problems with data. It covers a lot of quantitative topics, and there will be specific business domain discussions such as how you can apply data science in finance, operations, marketing, like that. It is much broader in terms of application areas and would focus on non-business applications too, where data handling or management skills are very much important. For example, here from atmospheric science, government utilities, agriculture, healthcare, education, you will also benefit from this program. And above all, IIM Calcutta, as you all know, is very prominent in terms of case-based teaching. So several case studies in every module will be introduced to you. You will go through the case studies and you'll understand what are the best practices followed across the companies, across the verticals. And you will find and understand the nuances of data science already being applied in those companies. So now let me hand over to my colleague, Professor Basu, to take you through the rest of the slides. Over to you, Professor Basu.
Thank you, Professor Shah. Thank you for giving a crisp summary of what the program offers, what are the contents, and what IIM Calcutta is, and what is the standing of IIM Calcutta, etc., as an institute. Just quickly about the program structure. It's as already mentioned, it's a 1 year long journey. So that's why it's a long duration program. And primarily, there are 12 modules that we have identified. 12 modules covering the tools and techniques part. So the way we understand and the way we wish to deliver this particular program is, one is the foundation part. So we have identified some modules that focus primarily on the foundational blocks of data sciences. Some modules will be focusing more on the tools and techniques, and some would be on the advanced topics of the data science. So these are the three broad segregations, but overall there are 12 modules. Apart from that, there would be a capstone project component, which is one of our key focus areas for this particular program, if I can say that. So in those capstone project components, what happens is it goes parallelly with the program, where participants as a group attempt a real life situation, through their analytical ability and through the understanding that they develop throughout their 1 year journey with IIM Calcutta, and then try to solve organizational level problems. That would be faculty mentored, and finally will also be evaluated. There would be interim discussion as well. So that goes beyond the module, and that is where the culmination and the amalgamation of the knowledge and the delivery happens. In the previous batches, we saw many interesting problems that came up as part of this. For example, something like, early detection of adverse drug reaction, or customer segmentation for e-commerce, or speech emotion recognition, or stock investment framework, or attrition prediction in an organization. Something like this. I mean, there are different Uber or ride-hailing price estimation and so on. These are some examples just to showcase the kind of interesting capstone projects that you can continue and do as part of this. Sessions are primarily on Sundays, so your Sunday morning is unfortunately will be gone. and for the faculty members as well. I hope that you are okay with it, and that's why you are attending this particular webinar. But it will be value added. That is what we can ensure you in return of this. And if needed, there might be, some few Wednesdays in the evening, but it may not be the primary days that we are looking for. Apart from that, there are compulsory campus visits. There are 2 campus visits, if I correctly remember, 1 or 2, and these are compulsory. Subject to normal scenario, disclaimer is given, after COVID, you understand, but we hope that it will continue. Yeah, next slide.
Two campus visits.
2 campus visits, right? 2 campus visits, right? So there are 2 campus visits. Anything after that? Yeah. Program modules, I'm sure you had a look to those. As we have already mentioned, if you have a look to this particular slide, the first 3 modules cover primarily the foundation related to the knowledge side of the, data sciences, whereas database manufacturing and data warehousing will cover the technical side. Right. Professor, if you want to chip in at any point of time, please.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm not going to the subtopics of that will enhance the length of this discussion, but this information will be available with you. You can have a look. We can go to the, now in the next one, as you see that this particular slide focuses on the modules with a primary intent of tools and techniques. In the previous one, you have seen more fundamentals, where it is more tools and techniques, where we are exposing you to the techniques that you can use really after getting the foundational knowledge, right? Starting from econometrics, then R, then Python, then the data interpretation, simple visualization techniques, SW, and so on. So that is there. After that, the next slide will cover some more advanced topics on data sciences, stochastic process and simulation. If I can take an example of that, then the advanced statistical models. So once we have covered the foundational one, the tools and techniques one, then we are ready to expose you toward the more advanced modules, and that is what we are referring to. We also blend those advanced modules with the functional topics. By functional, we mean the topics which are allied to data sciences, but those are primarily focusing on the application areas of other domains, right? So if you see that one is the risk analytics, supply chain analytics, pricing, and customer analytics. So this will give you a flavor of the different touch points in different domains that we are going to expose you as part of this journey. Yeah. We continue with those advanced topics in the form of big data storage and analytics, and followed by, some more recent topics, including deep learning, generative AI, social media analytics, text mining, and so on. Of course, our faculty members continue to update those as and when they realize that this is the topic which is dominating the market. This is the kind of the subtopics that we are following, but there might be some advanced topics that can also be included. Capstone project, I have kind of explained briefly, but just to mention it quickly regarding the process that we follow. It's a group project where, we kind of ask the group to identify, each group to identify some industry-based projects. This should have some real-life problem, including some real-life data points also, so that the conclusion should also be meaningful to the organization. So in pursuit of this conclusion, we follow it up in multiple project phases. We begin with the data collection, then the analysis part, then the developing the model, and finally the deployment, right? Once it is done, there would be interim presentation to check whether the viability and the feasibility of the project is there or not. And finally, once it is done, there will be a final presentation as well. But throughout the journey, I am referring to the two points, which is one is the begin and the other one is the end. But it's a continuum, and the continuum is assisted by the faculty members based on their expertise, and we identify and curate the faculty members depending on the topic of the capstone project as well as the expertise of the faculty member. This is the more details about that. As we mentioned, it's a group project, 6 to 7 faculty members, sorry, 6 to 7 participants. We already talked about the real life problem, that we emphasize the necessity of a real life organizational problem as part of this capstone projects. And the faculty members connect the group with the faculty, connect each group with a faculty member to, maintain to ensure the quality of the project throughout its journey. Right. With knowledge, of course, there would be certain riders as well. We should also mention it. And being the IIM Calcutta and being the rigor of this program, it cannot be a very simple program. I'm sure that if you intend to join this particular program, then your intent is in the right place. Definitely, if there is an intent, there will be an effort as well, followed by this. So we expect that effort as well. We expect a proper project planning, and hence you need to appear for all the examinations of all the modules. If you do not appear, then your result will be treated as incomplete. Capstone projects, as we have already mentioned, these are also graded. Right? Examinations are also graded. The similar grading that you have seen. I'm sure that I can also say this thing, that there is no necessity of unnecessarily worrying about the grades. If you do your work properly, if you attend the sessions properly, and if you follow whatever instruction is given, then this should not be an issue. But yes, you have to ensure that attendance, minimum 75% attendance is necessary. So if there are 5 sessions, right, in that case you have to attend 4 out of them, because you have to maintain that 80%. If there are 4 sessions and 3 sessions and so on, so you don't want to explore the other side of this. I'm sure that you understand this part. We maintain a very high integrity and rigor as far as any program is concerned, including all executive programs as well as the residential programs. Campus visits are mandatory. 100% attendance is mandatory, and I'm sure that we are giving it as a pointer, but once you come to campus, they will love it. In fact, we don't have to say it. I'm sure that they will definitely like to be in class. And even if we don't say it, he will come to the classroom. So, yeah. Regarding the executive education alumni status, all participants will receive a certificate of successful completion, and they will enjoy the status of the executive education alum of IIM Calcutta. Right, and then hence they will have an access to the IIM Calcutta alumni portal along with their personal email IDs and so on. This alumni portal offers multiple benefits in terms of interaction beyond your program. Definitely there will be an interaction among the participants, that is for sure, but it to ensure that the interaction continues, we keep that particular alumni portal very active. From the institute side, we continue updating with our whatever new initiatives or anything that we are doing from the institute side, we can keep updating that particular portal. And I'm sure that with your active participation, not only it remains very active, but also it supports as far as the career or any other interest areas are concerned. There is no placement assistant provided as part of this particular program. I'm sure that you also understand that. I don't have to emphasize much on this particular point. I'm sure about it. Okay. So who should apply for this particular program, and is there any prerequisite? Is there or not? We look for working professionals with graduate or postgraduate degree with 3+ years of work experience. And we want the participants who have an active interest and who are exposed to the world of data science in their own organizations. That's why they should have some idea about handling and interpreting data. We are not really expecting a very big prerequisite per se, but yes, the background in quantitative techniques and analytical tools will be preferred. They should have some functional knowledge or the basic understanding of mathematics and statistics. We are not really expecting them to carry or understand hypothesis testing or understanding the Bayes theorem, probability in great detail, and so on. But the inclination as well as the functional knowledge too, so that we can deliver the right knowledge to the right person. So these are some of our thoughts as far as the eligibility of the candidates are concerned. Yeah, I think that's all from our side as far as the information delivery is concerned. Just to make our experience, just to summarize our experience, and then I can also chip in. We found in the previous 7-8 batches, we found a very interesting blend of participants who shared their success stories. But it is the participants who make this program successful end of the day. It is our students, our participants who make the institute wherever the institute is right now. As it's a 60+ years of institute, and we take pride on our on our all participants, be it executive alum, be it the regular residential program participants. And with this pride, we also continue stepping up in terms of whatever knowledge that we deliver. Is as part of this particular program, we try to make it more engaging, intentionally, consciously. That is what our teaching pedagogy is. That's why we always try to make it, you will find the classes are not the classes that you have seen till now. In any premier management institute like IIM Calcutta, instructors will expose you in a slightly different way. In fact, sometimes instructors will make you slightly uncomfortable because you haven't seen such kind of teaching pedagogy till now, that I can ensure you. It will be more collaborative. Sometimes they will act more as a facilitator. Sometimes they will ask you to do certain things and then interpret whatever you are doing it. There would be group activities where it would be more fun to interact with. And at the end of the day, I'm sure that everyone enjoyed the journey till now. Right? So whenever the final thing happens, we see the kind of happiness, not only in terms of completion of the program, but the kind of knowledge, the kind of experience that they carry. There is a definite networking that happens because of continuous engagement of the participants among the batch. And we see a very active, I don't want to say it as a networking, to be very true. You become a part of this batch, and when the campus visit happens, the relationship continues beyond networking. And that gives you, it's an asset for any batch, right? And we actively pursue this association through our alumni portal. So we also have many knowledge centers that you can use. But what do I mean by the knowledge center? For example, we have IIM Calcutta Case Research Center. For example, if a group really comes up with a very good industrial project, then that particular project can be published as a case study, right? And we have our knowledge centers that can facilitate that. We have a Section 8 company. In fact, two, three Section 8 companies that we have. One of these focuses on the incubation and the innovation. So if you're interested in those, we can also interact whenever you are on campus. We have centers on sustainability. So your interaction with the institute is not restricted by attending classes. That is what I'm trying to say. Once you are on campus, there are other knowledge centers. Their association you can also leverage depending on your interest areas. Of course, it requires more initiative than whatever the formal mechanism is, but we give those options. Those opportunities are there as part of Calcutta. Whenever you become associated as part of IIM Calcutta, those opportunities also open up for you. All the faculty members are full-time faculty members of the institute. Whoever is teaching you, we can depending, of course, we are starting this journey. We are working on the detailed plan. There can be a blend of guest lecturers or the subject matter experts. In fact, we do that. We do that as a part of this program, wherever we feel that there are good expertise from the industry or from the, some other parts of the academia. We also invite them to be a part of this program so that we ensure the best possible delivery that can happen. But most of the sessions are taught by the full-time faculty members of IIM Calcutta. In fact, that is done for most of the cases, and that is done for this program as well. Yeah, I think I'm good. Versa, if you want to.
Yes. Thank you, Professor Basu. And just to add one more point here, that if you are not from IT or CS background, you need not be worried too much. Okay? We will take you through all these programs and we will make you updated to all these modules, updated to the level where you can be a very good data scientist. And in fact, to become a good data scientist, you need not have background from IT or CS. That we have observed over the years. Okay, anybody from arts or commerce background can also be a very good data scientist. The modules will be taught by IIM Calcutta faculty members, as Professor Basu already mentioned, apart from a couple of guest lecturers from the industry. And now I hand over to Mr. Pulak Patanayak from VCNow to say something more. No?
Yes. So, I mean, excellently put. I think it has given a very good insight on the program and the framework. Thank you, Professor Basu, Professor Shah. And I think one very important point I want to add here is that during the past 7 batches that we have seen, our batches have been very, very diverse in terms of industrial spread, profiling. So there is a lot of peer learning which comes on table also. So if you have a batch dimensioning of 50, 60 people, so apart from learning from the professors, you also do a cross-industry kind of exposure, which really helps you, understand a cross-industry kind of, situation, and then, put forward your strategy towards that, right? And, that is one big takeaway from the program. And any of the, most of the IIM Calcutta programs enjoy the liberty of, having a diversified batch in terms of industry and profiling as such. One very common question that comes up today, whenever we talk about data science as a subject of learning, is that, how the AI revolution is going to shape up data science in the years to come. And, that is something which, if in a small highlight, Professor Basu and Professor Shah can share that what is the envisioning of this new era coming in, wherein AI is, gradually taking over.
So a good question, Pulak. So,
Yeah.
the AI is actually unfolding every day, as you know. So what we normally do, we do not go after everyday happening. What we offer in this data science program is the basic conceptual founding. For example, we will be telling you what is the foundation model. Okay, so that next time, whatever kind be the foundation model your company is going to implement, or maybe somebody within your company is asking you about your advice on what kind of LLM or foundation model you should implement, you will be in a position to provide the correct advice.
Right.
It's not that we are expecting you to create the LLM in your own company. What we want you to become at the end of this program is someone with enough expertise to give the right kind of advice to your organization. So don't expect that you will be following up day-to-day happenings of AI every day, because business normally does not run on day-to-day happenings. It runs on year-long experience, expertise gathered over the years. And that is what we deliver through this program. So unlike any other program which will claim that, okay, we'll train you through this kind of training, that kind of training, we do not claim those, we do not promise those. But what we promise is this, that at the end of the program, you will be in a meeting, you will be able to attend a meeting where this kind of decision-making does happen. And when you will speak up, others will definitely listen to you.
Right.
So that is what we promise.
Absolutely. I think that's a very good kind of point for noting out. And I think, what we'll do as we progress, there are a few queries which have come in over the chat, which we will answer during the last leg. In between, Shershi, if you can share the basic framework, I think professors have touched upon the structure, the content they have already gone excellently well. So I think we can at least share the fee structure and other aspects that we have,
Sure.
so that everybody is in line.
Sure. Let me just share my screen. Give me a moment, please. I hope my screen is visible for everyone.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So as expressed and shared by the program directors in detail, you already have all the information about the program curriculum, what is going to be taught, how it is going to be taught. I will just take you through a very few brief pointers about the program as a whole. This is the 8th cohort of the program, Advanced Program in Data Sciences at IIM Calcutta. The program duration is of 12 months, 1 year, definitely. To be eligible for the program, as also mentioned by the program directors earlier, you will need to be a graduate or a postgraduate with a minimum 50% aggregate marks. And your work experience should be of minimum 3 years. These tenets make you eligible to apply for the program. The mode of delivery will be through live online classes. You can access the sessions at your end over a laptop or a desktop. There would also be a campus module of 2 visits, 5 days plus 5 days, totaling to a number of 10 days at campus, wherein you will be getting an opportunity to interact with the faculty members in person, as also network amongst your other batch members. The session schedule would be usually on Sundays, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and there would also be classes on select Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Upon completion of the program and meeting the attendance and other criteria, you will be bestowed with a certificate of completion. I will be showing you a sample certificate in some time as well. You would also be eligible to be an alumni of the IIM Calcutta Executive Education domain, right? The program fee of this particular program is 4,80,000 plus GST, payable in 4 easy installments. For any of you who would require any sort of financial assistance, we can also help you in that regard. Moving on.
One thing we would like to just to add here, the executive education alumni status that we are talking about, that's a very, very important part of the component of the program. And I think it's one of the biggest takeaways from the program also, apart from the learning that you gain. So, there are almost about 33,000 members already in the community who have graduated out of IIM Calcutta Executive Education, and you will get to network amongst them, and you will also receive an email ID once you successfully complete the program from IIM Calcutta. And you will have an access to newsletters, important items, which will be articles released by the institute from time to time. You can also post your achievements on the portal, any job requirements on the portal. So it will be a kind of exchange of, transactional, kind of a domain. And apart from that, you will be also entitled for a discount of 5% for future programs once you become a part of the alumni network. So I think these are the big takeaways of the alumni status, which most of us would not know. I thought of sharing this for all of your interest. Yeah, I think we can move ahead.
Yes. Yes. So the program content has already been explained in detail by the respective program directors. I will be moving ahead. This is on screen. You can see a sample completion certificate, which you will be earning at the end of the program, provided you meet the attendance criteria and all the other requirements to earn the completion certificate. This is the certification ceremony of the passing out batch for the last cohort of Advanced Program in Data Sciences. And moving on, you can directly connect with Program Manager Ms. Shivani Sharma, who is also attending the session with us today. Her numbers and her email ID is on screen. There are a few limited seats left for the upcoming cohort, the 8th cohort of APDS program. The course commences next month, that is in August 2025. The last day to apply for joining this particular cohort is the 31st of July. So those of you who are intending to upskill yourself in this particular domain, now is your chance to reach out to us. And if you have any queries, you can reach out to us directly as well. We will be having a Q&A session right now too, as mentioned earlier. You can come up with your queries, just raise your hand, share the concerns or the queries that you may have, and it will be addressed directly by us and the program directors. I will be sharing these numbers in the chat box as well for your reference. I will now stop the screen share. Thank you.
One important point, let me add that for each of these modules, the participants will get readings, which can be either case studies or any articles or maybe textbooks. And those readings will be given to the participants beforehand. They're supposed to read those, come prepared, but they need not pay anything for those reading materials because that is included in the program fee. So no additional cost is needed for getting those reading materials. Even if there is a textbook, it is also included within your program fee. But what we expect is this, that you should be coming to the session after being prepared with those readings and as instructed by the module instructor, the professor. And in the beginning, you will get some idea how the module will be conducted. The professor will share that in advance and also the readings. And if any books are to be given, we will send you those books either in the soft copies or maybe in some cases hard copies well in advance. Yes, thank you, Sureshi.
Yes, thank you, Professor. So we have a couple of questions in the chat box as well. Would you like me to read them out for you to address?
Yeah, please, anything?
Sure. So we have a question from Saptami Poddar. The question goes like this: I can see GenAI in the topics covered. Hope this is not only the introduction and there are hands-on which help us to understand or use GenAI in the transformation of data science.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
there will be hands-on, yes.
right. The next question is, are there any opportunities to contribute to a part of your project on an external or part-time basis? I'm currently working, but aiming to transition into data science in the healthcare domain, and I'm looking to strengthen my resume and gain relevant experience. I have a background with MTech in biotechnology from BITS Pilani.
So you should join the program. Yeah, to take you to the next level, you should join this program.
Right. I'm moving on to the next question.
The faculty
Yes.
members, as part of this, then also you can establish some one-to-one, if there is any specific areas of interest match, then that's up to the faculty member and the participants to identify this kind of mutually possible opportunities. Yeah.
That is after the program,
After
the completion of the program.
After that, yeah.
Yes. Thank you, professors. I'll move on to the next question. The next question goes like this: if any SQL, Python, R related topics will be taught, how we can use or practice at our end? Do we have to buy any software or applications from the market?
No, you need not buy any.
Right. Okay.
We'll give you the pointers, we'll give you the readings, we'll give you the books if needed, so that later on you can try.
Right. I'll move on to the next question. Capstone projects are more on data analysis space or LLMs? And the same person also has a second question. Will strategy building with AI be a part of the curriculum?
Definitely. It's being run from the management school, so strategy will be definitely a part of it.
Right. So the first part of the question also mentioned something like, are the capstone projects going to be more on data analysis space or LLMs?
In the capstone project, our idea is that the groups will pick up something which is related to their either business from where they are coming or with some real life relevance. So at the end of the day, the analysis part is not important. What are the findings you are getting at the end of your analysis? What are the outcomes you are getting? That is more important. Whether your business will listen to your findings, whether your business finds it interesting, that is what we stress upon more rather than what kind of analysis you are doing.
Right. Now, the next question was already addressed, I believe, but I'm still repeating it for the benefit of everyone present. The question goes like this: if somebody is from a non-IT background, how will the faculty help him in understanding Python, R, SPSS, SQL, etc. from base level or root level? I believe this has already been addressed.
I have already said that you need not be worried for that. Okay, will give you enough opportunity, enough scope, and enough time to start from the beginning and then come to the level where you can deliver.
Yes, I think this has now covered all the questions posted in the chat box. I would encourage the participants to please raise their hands if they want to have a direct interaction or come up with their questions over the audio itself. You can please raise your hands and come up with your questions. We do have some time for live questions as well. Okay, dates of the campus classes. We will connect with you separately on this, Amit Kumar. I will also be sharing Shivani Sharma's number in the chat box. You can also reach out and have a conversation directly.
That is not yet decided. Once the program starts and we look at the availability of rooms and other resources over here, and then we will decide. But we will let you know well in advance, because I know that we know that you have to travel.
If anybody else has a question, you may please raise your hand. We will unmute you and you can ask your questions. Generally, how long each module is? That's a question.
Maybe over a month, meaning either 4 days, 4 Sundays, or 5 Sundays. This is the typical length, but some of the modules may be slightly longer, maybe 6 Sundays, 7 Sundays, like that. But the typical length is about 4 to 5 classes, 4 to 5 sessions.
Okay, any further questions? Please raise your hand. Professors are definitely busy. They will also have to move on. So if you have any queries, okay, you can also put in the chat box. There are a few questions which have come in. Let's answer them.
How about the evaluation is a question which has come up. I think the person wants to understand how the evaluation would be done.
Evaluation depends on the instructor of that particular module. There are several ways the instructor can evaluate. For example, it can be end module exam. After the module is over and you have been given time to revise, one Sunday or Saturday the exam will happen and you will sit for the exam. It will be online. It can be descriptive type, it can be multiple choice type, or it can be case based. It completely depends upon the instructor. And there are various methods through which we evaluate. We can't say exactly what will be the evaluation per module. It depends on the instructor.
I think there's one more question that has come in, or?
So this question is about alumni success stories. We will connect with you separately on this. We do have a lot of alumni that are in touch with us on a regular basis. if in case you want to have some information about people from your domain or from your area of expertise, we can definitely connect with you separately and give you the information.
Yeah, I think Shivani can help in this, and we will definitely, share with you whatever we have with us.
Saptami has a question. Is this only once a year program for 2025-26? Is there only one batch which is starting this August? Yes, Saptami, this is the only batch for this year, which is commencing in the month of August. And as I mentioned, we do have a limited number of seats available for this cohort. You can connect with us. We can guide you through the process. And if you have any other queries, we can also resolve them.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, faculty members. Can I put my
Good
question
evening.
now?
Yes, good
you
evening,
can.
Uncle. Please go ahead. Yes.
Ma'am, I just wanted to know like the success stories or the alumni that have completed this course and what progressions and what increments did they get in their professional lives. So if that could be inculcated also, it will be really helpful.
Okay, Ankur, we should be able to give you some insights on that. If you can connect with us separately, Shivani, you can connect with Shivani. The numbers that we'll provide, we will try and provide you some insights on that as well. Right? We will try to understand from which industry you are, and we'll figure out if there has been a kind of industry relevance which has somebody who has already joined in and moved on. Right?
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Any other question?
Hello? Hello?
No, not from me.
Yeah, Pratik.
Yes, Pratik, go ahead, please.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to know, like, I am from no, this sorry, the course requires like SQL and all, everything, R, Python and all. Well, the sir has said that that will be taught to us completely end to end, so that we don't have any problem. So I just wanted to know, like, all these application softwares, how will I am going to use it at my end? So he said that he'll provide the related textbooks, but textbooks are just like reading thing. So practically, if I want to do it something at home, at my place, at my end, how am I going to do all those things on those softwares like R, Python, SQL, something? Because I'm completely from non-IT background.
Yeah, we'll give you the pointers to the free version. For example, Python is completely free. Anybody can download and install. R is also completely free. For SQL, we will provide you the free version. You can do it.
Okay, okay, got it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If anybody else has a query, I would request you to please raise your hand. You can unmute yourself and ask the query, as we are almost nearing the end of today's duration of introduction.
And just sorry, and one more point, Pratik here. So as it was conveyed to us in the chat, like if somebody misses the class, he can get the classes, recording classes of it, and he can do it. So will those recording classes be part of that 75%, or that will be excluded from that?
No, that will not
No,
be
no, not
counted.
at all.
Okay.
Recording
at
will be
all.
available only for, say, next 7 days. After that, you will not get
Okay.
access to the recording.
Yeah, because I understand. Because if some emergency happens with any of the participants, so it's okay. Got it.
Yeah. So Pratik,
Thank you.
for exigencies which might come up, there is a leeway that you have of 25%. 75% attendance is the minimum requirement across or total duration of the program. So
Okay.
that is, you will have to be a little bit mindful about being present during the online
Yeah,
sessions for the one. That's it.
definitely. Thank
And for
you.
any exigencies, you can refer to the recording. As Professor Shah also mentioned, recordings are available for 1 week only from the date of the
Okay.
session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey everyone, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Amit here. Basically, my question is also around like platform setup. People had asked like how to use SQL, Python, etc. I know some of these tools are easily available, can be downloaded and installed, but integration of all of that is quite not possible when we do a particular project or do hands-on. So is there a platform available where we can practice everything, or is there no platform available?
No, we do not provide any such platform which you will not get in your business environment. It is exactly like your business environment. It will give you access to these free tools. And in fact, anybody can access those free tools. We'll give you some more pointers how you can access those. But there is no such platform provided what you are expecting. And these platforms, even if it is there in your business environment, will definitely be different from for different organizations. So if we expose
Correct.
you to some platform, then you do not get the similar platform in your environment, you will be completely at a loss. So we do not do that. But we'll tell you how to integrate those. That we will definitely tell you, so that it remains platform agnostic. And for any such platform, if your company provides, you can do on your platform.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And regarding my other question regarding that campus visit, although it has been mentioned, we'll connect separately, but just want to elaborate my question further. A reason I'm asking this question is it might make sense to maybe have a campus visit maybe at a starting when we get to know all the faculties and all. Or maybe towards the end of the session or mid of the session. So at least any high level idea when we do have. And second question regarding the campus visit, is the cost involved is already included in this fees, like stay at campus and all?
Rayoshi, can you highlight on this? So one is typically in the beginning, one at the end. That is the norm.
Yes.
Yes. And with regards to the cost of the campus visit, your campus stay and your fooding, lodging, everything is covered as a part of the total program fee. You will only have to arrange for your travel to and fro. That's it. Apart from that, once you reach the campus, everything is taken care of.
Got it. Got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Moving on to Saptami. Saptami, you have raised your hand. You can please ask your question.
Yes, Rishi. So good evening, everyone and the faculties. So I have a question. Is there any career consultation at the end of this program? Like how should I design my resume that would be relevant for my organization and also into the industry? So is there any guidance or help with that?
That you'll automatically get through your capstone project.
Okay.
So there will be a faculty mentor who will also be helping you out. Your batch mates will also help you out. So it's not a one-time process. Throughout the program, you will get so many career counseling advices from different faculties, different group members. So you'll be enriched with those views, aspects.
Mm-hmm.
But separately, you do not do any career counseling.
Okay. So this is throughout the program, as you mentioned. Yeah. That's okay. Thanks for answering.
Yes, so I would strongly urge if anybody else has any query to please come up with it. We have overshot our duration of interaction, and I'm sure professors also have to.
Can we close it now? Yes.
Yes, also have to move on to their other engagements. So we'll take one last question. If anybody has a question, you can please raise your hand or share it in the chat box quickly so that we can address it before we close our interaction for this evening. I don't see anybody sharing anything on the chat box or raising a hand. This is the last minute for you to come up with any queries that you may have. Before we conclude the session for this evening, I would like to, before we conclude, there's just a word of appreciation for everyone who has joined us today, this evening, for the interaction and whatever queries you had, I am hoping that we are able to address all of them. Additionally, our team would also be connecting with all of you individually, wherein if you have any further questions or queries, you can have a direct communication with our team members. And Shivani has also shared her contact information in the chat box. Please note that if you want to connect with us yourself, you are also free to do that. And
And we will be sharing the, program details and everything. You will be subsequently getting it over your mailbox also, the brochure and everything, so that you can go through it properly. And if you have any queries, you can get back. We would sincerely like to thank Professor Shaha and Professor Basu for rendering their valuable time. They're extremely busy. They are holding offices, and to shell out this amount of time was very critical. And thank you for keeping our request. And I'm sure we will see a large part of this cohort joining the program. Thank you so much, Professor Shaha, Professor Basu.
Thank you, Pulak. Thank you, Sashi.
Thank you, professors. Thank
We
you
will
so
catch
much.
up. Yes.
Hi, can I ask you one question? So sorry, I missed to ask. Is it possible? Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
please
yeah,
go ahead.
please.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Thanks, Professor Shaga and Professor Basu. So basically, I'm completely from a sales background. I have all the experiences of around 18 years in sales field. So when Professor Saga started talking, it is more into a data science or a data engineer. So where my background is completely on sales field. So I wanted to know the difference. Actually, I was looking for a course in business analytics. Then I came across this course. And from IIM Calcutta, there is another program for senior management program in business analytics. And this APDS is also there. So what program you will suggest which will fit into it? Because I don't want to change my career into a data scientist or a data analytics role. But at the same time, I want to be in a leadership position where data plays a major role. So
I'll suggest that you go through the brochures very carefully. Both the brochures, APDS and SMPBA, and then you decide.
Okay, I have done that, but I'm not able to come to a conclusion. So that's why I was waiting.
So what is your doubt?
My doubt is if I want to do this program is more into the data part. So whether I need to know the coding part, or it will be too much for me to learn right from the scratch, because it talks about R, Python, and everything. So that's where I'm getting stuck.
Yeah, it is. This program is little bit into coding. Yes.
Okay. So I don't have any background in coding, so where will I?
That is not prerequisite, but this program contains little bit of coding.
I think, I think Professor Shaha had actually mentioned in the earlier past also that, people who do not have a kind of technical background can also join this program. Definitely, you have to put in that extra effort to learn, and this definitely focuses on the strategic aspect, because IIM Calcutta is a business school. The focus will definitely be on strategy and business as well. So since you come from sales and business, of course, that would be helpful for you. What we will do is that we will connect with you separately just after this session, and we will take you through so that you feel it easy in terms of understanding, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shah, and thank you, Professor Basu.
Thank you all.
Thank you everyone for joining in today on a
Yes.
Sunday evening.
Thanks everybody. See you there in the program. Some of you at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wish you all the best. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Bye.